Hey guys, what's going on? So today is a little bit of an odd one. I was in the old used game store the other day and I came across this weird oddity, DiRT 2 for the Wii, and I can't remember DiRT 1 ever coming out for the Wii, let alone DiRT 3 or any of the following games, Rally, none of those. So this seems like one of those weird experimental titles to me that they put on the Wii to see if there was an audience for this franchise. So I thought it would be kind of interesting just to take a look at it and see what it was like. And I'm sure it is not very good, but it does give me a ray of hope when I see on the back here it says Sumo Digital right there, as the logo shows right there on the screen. Sumo Digital does some pretty decent stuff. They have a good track record as far as I'm concerned. So maybe it's okay. I don't know. The little bit I was able to dig up on this title was I saw an IGN review basically say that it's the PSP version of the game with motion controls tacked on. So I have some footage from the PC version of the game that I played a little while ago, and that one has a really like slick presentation like all of the DiRT and Grid games from back in the day. This is very similar in some respects where you get your own trailer and it kind of just goes through, but already from the jump I can tell it's very basic. There's not much to this. There's World Tour, arcade mode, and challenges. World Tour is basically exactly as it sounds. It's literally just kind of a career mode where you go through just race by race. There's no customization in this game from what I understand, and there's really no career building aspect to this game. Luckily, though, I think all of the voiceover is gone. Playing the PC version recently, I realized how much voiceover you have to sit through in order to actually get into a race.
What do you say to a little throwdown? Think you can beat the time?
Throwdowns are issued directly by any of the other drivers.
They take a lot of time to like explain how things work, and a lot of like videos pop up to show you what like each race type is and how it plays out. And you're just kind of like, can I just get to the freaking game? This one actually just lets you get right into the game, which I actually appreciate. But so far, it's very basic in presentation, which is to be expected, I guess. Ooh, no lighting whatsoever. Look at that car. It's like glowing. It's like it's like its own light source. It wouldn't let me pick anything else, so I have to pick 350Z. So we'll go with 350Z. All right. We'll just get right into it. All right. No build up, no explanation. Just go. I don't hate that aspect of it. I actually appreciate games that just kind of get to it, especially when they have much more of an arcade feel like this one does. Okay, so that's interesting. It does have analog gas and brake. It uses the analog buttons on the top of the classic controller here. They did not have to do that, but I appreciate it. Notice there's only 4 cars in total. And it does look very primitive. The lighting is basically non-existent in this thing. Very flat looking. There I go off the edge. The minus button changes camera angles. So we've got a front bumper view, got a front hood view, or a bonnet view if you're not from the US. And then we have the close follow view, and then the zoomed back upper follow view, and then back to the bumper view. So that's it. You've only got the 4. Now DiRT, of course, is known for its beautiful cockpit camera views with fully rendered dash and everything, and this is non-existent in this one. This does not have anything resembling that. Look at that. My car has dirt on it. Isn't that fitting? Okay, so race 1 impressions, pretty plain, nothing special. I got overtaken in the 3rd lap, and then I was able to still win by 8 seconds, so the AI is kind of brain dead. Yeah, so you have the loading screen. It just sends you straight back to the menu. You just choose the next one down, and then It sends you out to the car that it's already chosen for you because I can't choose anything else. There's no other vehicle available for this race. So you can't really choose any races. There's only one available right now. There's only one car available right now. And once you get into it, it just literally starts to count down and says go. There's no flair to this game whatsoever. Yeah, challenges. I mean, there's some effort, it seems like, to get some sort of extra mileage, so to speak, pun intended, I guess, out of this game. Got these challenges. Okay, so the goal is to get 20 seconds of airtime combined with all of these ramps throughout the course. And once you hit 20, you get the gold trophy. And you have 3 minutes in which to do this. So this is probably the most interesting aspect of the game, are these challenges, because they give you some sort of goal. The original goal is to win in races, but the races are so easy. And when you turn up the AI, it just feels cheap, so you don't really want to, like, do that. So, yeah, this is actually what would probably keep me playing, if anything, would be these challenges. The problem here is you're going an entire, like, 2/3 of a track without finding another ramp. Let's try airtime on Pro and see what the difference is. I'm seeing some performance hitches, some, like, frame rate dips, which is really weird. It seems random. It's like nothing going on when it does dip. There's literally no other cars on the track, so I don't know why it would drop frames. Alright, I shouldn't get it here. Alright, so that's gold. And now I still have a minute left. Alright, so I disconnected the classic controller. Now we'll play with just the Wii remote. This is not the control method to use for a time trial. I'll tell you that right now. Holy crap. Okay, that performance is awful. What was that? This track is really stuttery. I don't know why. There's a lot going on, I guess, comparatively to other tracks. There's a lot in the background. Yikes. That is gross. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's bad. Yikes. I can't control this, man. This is rough. What's funny is I love, like, Excite Truck, and this is how you play that, but that was clearly designed with these controls in mind. This game is shoehorned into this control scheme, and it does not work. I mean, it's functional, but it does not work for having a good time with the game. Oh, I beat it. Wow. I still got the gold. Or bronze, I'm sorry, not gold. I end up getting gold with this. Alright, I'm going to try again with the controller. I can control it a little better this time. Let's see how well I do. Probably no better, but... Oof, man, those performance issues are bad. Those frame drops are super noticeable. That really just makes it unpleasant to play. I don't even want to, like, play this game if it performs like that on a normal basis. Like, it doesn't really, from what I've seen so far. That's pretty rare, but, like, when it does drop frames, that is ugly. Very ugly. Yeah, that was like 20 seconds faster. Yeah, so once you get up into the challenges and you've got like these later tracks with 4 cars on them, the performance nosedives, unfortunately. It is very stuttery, it's very noticeable, and the inconsistency is the worst part. It gets smooth, then really choppy, then smooth again, then really choppy, and it's just really inconsistent feeling, and it really almost gives me a headache. I really don't want to play this much longer. Alright, so that was DiRT 2 for the Wii. It seems okay at first when you start the World Tour modes, and gradually as it progresses, the tracks get a little more complex in design, and there's more on the screen, and the frame rate starts to take a nosedive. And unfortunately, it's very inconsistent and very hard to actually put up with, because I can't really put up with a very dynamic frame rate going from like 30 to 15 or whatever this thing does. it's pretty bad. Sumo Digital, I had hope that it would be a solid experience. Now mechanically it's fine, but unfortunately it's very hollow, very much feels like a cash-in, and playing with motion controls makes it way worse, so don't do that. But an interesting relic from an interesting time in the Wii's life when third-party publishers didn't know what the crap to do about being caught off guard by the success of the Wii, because they were making stuff like this, and the Wii can't run this. The Big Brother versions of it from the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, those versions can't run on the Wii without serious downgrading. So they threw this on there to see if there was some sort of market for the name, and the fact that it is the only Dirt game on the Wii kind of tells you that experiment failed. I'm guessing. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks for checking it out. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put up a new video. Let me know your thoughts on this game. If you played the Wii version of this game, if you played the PSP version of this game, that would be interesting to hear from you. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, as always. Till next time.